On most days, we wake up and do something that we don't really want to do. Whether that be school, work, some family events, some doctor's appointments, or any other thing we're biologically forced into for survival. And once we're done with these obligations, we take a big sigh and shut our brains off, just to be awoken by another full day of duties. Depending on who you are, this could be a enjoyable, neutral, or sometimes even extremely painful existence. But I would argue that regardless of all that, music can add something positive to your life. Positivity, for the purpose of this video, are things that add feelings of well-being, fulfillment, and accomplishment. My argument is that music production will add positivity to your life.
So then the question becomes, can music production bring those feelings of well-being, fulfillment, and accomplishment?
First, let's address well-being. A study was conducted on this, published to the International Journal of Environmental Research and Public Health, and the study concluded that both creativity and well-being are essential to humankind. The present research not only replicates the positive relationship between creativity and well-being, but also demonstrates that creativity is beneficial to subjective well-being. They accredit these beneficial effects to both art therapy and flow therapy. Art therapy is the use of artistic activities to boost a patient's mood. Flow theory is a psychological theory that focusing on a task is required for a person's well-being. Fulfillment and accomplishment are a bit more broad of concepts, so for these I'm going to appeal to some good old anecdotes.
Now, I'm not saying you're going to love the first track you make, because honestly, nobody likes the first track they make. But I think you'd be surprised at how quick you can start making something that you really enjoy.
I have some messages from people who, at least in part, started their music production career because of me. Yo, I know this isn't a business inquiry, so it might be inappropriate for me to message you here, but I never touched FL Studio before I saw your How to Make a Breakcore video. I spent a couple days learning my first DAW and made something now. I'm not sure if it falls under breakcore, but it did come out not that bad, and I thought you would appreciate listening what you instructed on YouTube being played out by a newbie. Hope it's not the polar opposite. Thank you so much. You're right. It is totally inappropriate to message me on my business email. What the hell are you doing? Thank you. I did enjoy it. The other testimony I have here is from a fellow YouTuber who's actually more than 4 times my size now. I enjoy music production because music in general is simply so cool. You start out with an idea or some feeling in your head, and you transform it into something real that you can share with others to experience.
Also, the track that's been playing behind this is a track of his that has over 140,000 views.
Thank you, AZALI. Everybody go check out AZALI.
I guess I'll also add a little section here on motivations. If you want to produce to achieve money and fame, you would have an easier time rapping or doing anything else, honestly. But if you're interested in music production as an artistic outlet and a form of personal expression, then I know you can be successful in that.
I still look back at some, or maybe closer to most of my tracks and cringe, but for the ones that I do like, I have that nice little feeling deep down, knowing that I made that. So, now that I've given all these amazing reasons for why you should produce music, I think it's about time we address... Okay, let's take a look. First reason, I don't have any equipment. Shit. I thought about these before. Okay, but seriously, I deem this as a pretty bad reason, and I'll explain why. So, FL Studio has a free trial. And in that free trial, there is plenty to get started with. Actually, AZALI, who I mentioned before, still uses stock plugins. Those are pieces of equipment that come with FL Studio. It's totally okay to start with the basics. After a while, you might buy the full version of FL Studio or buy a MIDI keyboard or both, but it's totally okay to take it slow financially. Or you could buy 2 keyboards, 2 guitars, a bass, saxophone, trumpet, plugins, FL. You shouldn't start. Reason number 2. Well, virgins, I don't know how to play any instruments. Oh. Fuck, I should have thought of these before. Nah, for real though, nobody knows how to play an instrument when they come out the womb, okay? An upside of production is that you don't need to learn any instruments. All you really need to know is music theory. So I deem reason number 2 bad. Plus, you don't even need music theory.
You don't need music. Like, this is just like a baby can figure this out over time. It's just like blocks. Like, you're finding noises you like and stuff. You don't really need theory. Fuck all that shit.
Okay, now I do pattern. I go set.
Okay, I think you need theory.
Now, you might be thinking, oh, he's just gonna say every reason's bad so that his argument's better. Now, because the final and only good reason to not produce music is it's complicated.
Honestly, that's a pretty good reason. Music production is hard, it's complicated, it's not for everyone.
Now, I'm not saying you have to be 150 IQ to produce music, because that's definitely not true. I do genuinely believe that anyone could do it. And I'm just saying that it isn't all sunshine and rainbows. It definitely has a learning curve, and it's gonna take some dedication, but if you go through with it, I know you will achieve those feelings of well-being, fulfillment, and accomplishment. Now, if you feel inspired to go learn some music theory, check out this video and get started on your journey!